It's chat time with Chunk and Cucumber and your host, Dino.
Hi.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
Buenos
Cheers.
dias. Buongiorno.
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 Buenos dias. Well, you got any?
Good morning. صباح الخير.
Okay, there you go.
Ohio goes
That's
Arabic? Very nice. How do you say it?
صباح الخير.
صباح الخير.
صباح الخير or صباح الورد.
صباح الورد.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, I have too much respect for you.
I've always wanted to learn Arabic. It's very interesting.
pretty.
Like, anyways, I'm just sticking around for a while to get to know you folks, and then I'll probably pop on over to Robot Co-op when the time comes.
Hey, welcome back,
I mean,
dude.
at least you're here for a little bit.
Welcome back.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Chat Time. I'm your host, Dino, as always, and with me, of course, is Chunk and Cucumber.
All right, Sharb. I know it was a B, okay? It was autocorrect. I don't know. All right.
And with us today is Safi. Is it Nazzal?
Nazzal, yeah.
Yeah, Safi Nazzal. You're right. We're gonna get to know him, a fellow a magical life bringer. Puppet.
Puppeteer, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. We don't say that word here.
I just wasn't sure if you knew the term that we use.
Yeah, did you know you have kids you don't know about?
I mean, you do.
Magical life bringer. No, I know about them.
Oh, that's
I just avoid them.
Anyways, welcome to the show. Oh, it's a morning. But let's before we get to know Safi, let's do what we always do, which is, but how do you feel? Chunk, were you listening when I said it was today?
Yes, but
But it fell out of your
now I
head.
forget. It fell out of my head.
I had a feeling.
Something about. Hold on.
Did you get it?
Hold on. No, I'm thinking about it. Hold on. Oh. Something about crests?
Yeah!
Wow.
Toothpaste thing or something?
What?
A toothpaste thing or something?
Yeah, that's right.
Toothpaste.
Crest.
Stupid.
Crest. Good morning.
I'm not awake enough for jokes.
No.
Anyways, today, I was thinking, if you know how everybody has people have fake family crests,
Yeah.
the
Yes.
family with like lions and griffins and shit on it. What would your family crest be like today, based only on how you feel? So, what were the images or words on that crest?
Mine would be a maple tree.
A maple tree.
A maple
Why
tree
maple
with
tree?
a tap in it, being drained of all of its sap. 'Cause I'm fucking exhausted.
This is like a shriveled up maple tree
Yeah.
and big buckets of sap on the
Yeah, just a bunch of buckets and like the last drop going into a bucket right under.
Okay.
I like that. I think mine is
Also, did you know maple sap is like watery?
Yeah.
And they gotta render it
thicken
down to make it all thick.
yeah.
All right, fuck me, I guess.
That's why sometimes if you get like the pure maple syrup, sometimes it's a little bit, it's like really liquidy.
Yeah.
And then the ones that you buy that are more processed are the thicker
That's
ones.
corn syrup.
Yeah, that's true. Gross. I think my crest, Jesus words, is like a disheveled bed, an alarm clock that's going off, and like a bathtub filled with coffee.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
How will you know that it's coffee?
It'll have to be in color.
Okay.
It have to be warm. Maybe there's like a coffee stir sticking out of it.
There you go.
And then like a bunch of tin cans of like coffee that are just like open and empty on the ground.
There you go.
There we go.
Chock full of nuts.
Yeah, so I was away for a week and my car is covered in tree sap now.
There you go.
I think that would be my crest.
Just
car
a
covered in tree
sticky
sap.
car.
Driving on the 5 with the windshield covered in tree sap.
Like a bird stuck to it upside down. Like
That's the craziest image I just had in my head. Just like a pigeon, just like. Fuck. That's a good one. I like that. What about you, Chuck?
I think me, because I have a large family, I would be a bunch of little fuzzy balls in the shape of like maybe a C for Chunk. So that would be normal. I feel very normal today, except for the fact that it's been so hot.
Yeah.
And fur does not do well in hot weather, so it would just be dripping. It would just be this little fuzz balls just dripping water everywhere.
Ugh.
That is disgusting.
But It would still smell nice because the chunks don't smell.
The Chunks don't smell?
Yeah, the chunk family does not smell.
Wait, is your last name Chunk?
Bitch, where you been?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Would you like to know his first name?
Don't tell him my first name. No, he does not deserve my first name.
Yes.
I'd like to know your first
Safi would like to know your first
I will
name.
tell Safi.
Our
in private.
guest would love to know your first
Yes.
name.
Wouldn't you love to know Chunk's first name?
Nah.
Chime
Yes.
in, kids.
That's earned, not given. I'll tell you later in person.
All right.
Hashtag shave Chunk. Chunk Horatio R. Chunk Esquire.
Yeah, a few people in the chat actually do know it.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
they sure do.
Was that it?
Nope.
Oh.
No, it doesn't. No, it's not.
No.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Dang it.
It's not my place.
It's a game. It's a game.
Actually,
Figure it out.
Chuck, I think we have a mutual friend.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I think we have a mutual colleague.
Who's that?
You know a certain Art Vega?
Oh, he's okay.
He's all right.
He's
Yeah.
all
It's a
right.
jerk.
He's okay. He's my manager. He handles all my business.
Okay, cool. He's
All your
I
business.
trust him.
Wipe it for him.
He obviously has done great things for your career. So
He helps out.
What about you, Ryan? What's your crest today?
Oh,
You're back. I got to keep bringing you in the show, man.
It's,
fair.
Ender 5 Pro.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just like a pile of 3D printer parts.
I like it.
And like an angry squiggle.
And an angry squiggle covered in cat hair.
Yeah.
I love it. Anyways, welcome everybody. How many donations to get to Chunk's first name?
$10,000.
Oh,
$10,000.
how about $3,000? Us babies got to go to Gen Con. $3,000 for this boy's first name.
Yay! We still haven't figured out how far we are in the beard fund. Maybe we can figure that out today.
Yeah,
Let's do that. We'll figure that out today. We'll get back to you next week. Anyways, Safi's here. Yay, Safi!
happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here, man. Well, let's see. Who?
Huh?
Listen.
Listen, listen.
God damn it! That is only ever a joke for Cucumber
You went
myself.
from rapping Ronnie Reagan to Kid Friday.
Holy Sharp says she likes your name.
Thank you.
He, she. I'm not sure. Thank you for being here.
Sharp with a B. Don't get it wrong.
They. That's safe. So Safi, who are you? What do you do? What do you enjoy for breakfast? And how many times a day do you say
And how do you keep those sideburns so clean?
And where is that
Sideburns so clean.
Superman
My
curl
sideburns?
natural?
You think my sideburns are clean?
No, I mean from this distance.
That's very nice of you. Well, I shave. That's
No.
the first thing I do.
Dang, I should start doing
I
that.
watch.
It's a foreign concept, Chuck.
I don't shave.
Well, okay. So who am I? Why am I?
Why am I?
Why am
I like that. I should ask
I don't
that.
know why I am. I am accidentally.
I am
here.
accidentally.
But I was an oops too.
But who am I? I don't know who I am. Yeah, so I'm still figuring that one out. But we'll come back to it. Maybe at
Okay.
the end of this interview, I'll know who I am. You can
That's our
tell me.
goal.
I think whoever I am, other people usually tell me,
Oh, okay.
and I just go along with that. Okay, so
Sounds like the life of a performer.
Yes, sir.
my favorite breakfast, I eat a lot of cereal just because it's quick, but I have to say my favorite breakfast is it's this Arabic breakfast. My dad makes this. It's called fettet hummus.
Ooh, what
I'm just gonna put it out there. People look it up. Fettet hummus. It's like a soupy hummus dish with pita bread. The pita bread is cut to squares. It soaks up the hummus, and it's just this great blend. You have garbanzo beans in there, cumin. It literally blow your mind. You put it in the fridge. When it's cold, it's even better. It's like one of those dishes where it's great warm, better cold.
Okay.
So it's
okay.
that's definitely my favorite breakfast. There's hands down. I like pancakes.
Oh,
I like breakfast burritos.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
a good
God.
breakfast burrito.
Breakfast burrito.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
God damn. There's a place in if you're in the LA area, if you go to Pasadena,
Okay.
there's a place called Lucky Boy.
Okay.
It's looks like a small little old burger place, but they sell breakfast burritos all day. And they've got the curly, crunchy, thick bacon
okay.
with they got piles of what's it called hash browns and everything, and they pack it so well. And this is gonna sound weird. You got to eat it with ketchup and ranch.
Oh man.
It sounds weird, but it's
Sounds
really
wrong.
fucking good.
Eggs and ketchup.
It's so good. It's so good. I normally would say, what the fuck you putting ketchup on your eggs? But like, no, in this breakfast burrito, it fucking
Now,
is
is this
delicious.
presented like how they do mayo chup, where like they blend the two things together? Is it like
No, you gotta
like
do it yourself.
ranch ketchup?
Oh, mayo chup. I love mayo chup.
Mayo chup.
No, like you have to ask for ketchup and ranch and then put it on yourself.
And they judge you while you eat it. That makes
I don't
it
give a
taste
shit.
better.
It tastes fucking amazing. The judgment maybe does taste better. They're like in their face, like, ha ha, in your face. No, it's really good. And it's open
Lucky
like
boys,
super
yeah.
late. I think it might be even 24 hours, but I think it's open like until like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Okay, cool.
So you can go after like a long day of drinking it. What the fuck?
Savage
Thanks,
Tiger has a
thank you, Mom.
question that we have to answer. So wait, do people in California eat California burritos, or is that too much? Yes,
Yeah,
yes, we
they're-
do.
yes, no, we
I
Absolutely.
do.
think they're made for us. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
California burrito just means it has French fries in it.
French fries and avocado. Probably.
Yeah.
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 And I
But
mean,
yes, Savage
those things
Tiger.
are great. So yes,
They're good.
Absolutely. Now, okay, so that was your breakfast. What do you do?
What do I do? Okay. Well, what I do, I am a puppeteer.
Yeah.
I would say I'm a filmmaker that became a puppeteer accidentally. And then
Accidentally.
it's like every turn I take, I end up being a puppeteer again. So I just live like, I'm a puppeteer. So, and it just kind of came. Yeah. So right now I am a puppeteer for the LA Times. It's a very fortunate gig that I have picked
so-
up. I guess
they're so well known for their puppeteers.
Yeah, I was gonna
LA
say when I
Times.
saw that on your Instagram, I was like, for the LA Times, like, how do you do puppets in the newspaper?
That's the beautiful thing.
Print is dead, Dino.
I'm figuring it out. Yeah, I'm part of a new team that they put together for to make content for the LA Times. We go
so cool.
We're under the name LATimes.404 on Instagram, and basically just they are looking to experiment with different types of content, and somehow I managed to come through the cracks as a puppeteer, and they've been so supportive, and I've been able to like experiment. And so, puppet journalism, is it a thing? Will it be a thing?
I want it to be.
It is
Yeah,
now.
yeah, so
Need some correspondence?
yeah, I love some correspondence. It's like, so yeah, it's just that's what I'm doing right now. And
That's so great.
awesome.
We have a friend who won an award for a puppet news show.
oh, cool.
Wait, no?
Drew Bird.
Oh, he won?
He had an award for it like a while ago.
I knew he was up for it. I didn't know he won. That's
I don't know
cool.
if he got
Congratulations,
yeah.
Drew.
It was a while ago though. But
My congratulations still stands.
that's so funny. So news puppet journalism. I really want that to be a thing, even if it's just on social media. It's still fucking great.
And how long have you been doing that?
So I started in April, and we launched actually last week,
Wow.
a little over a week ago. So I only have like 3 videos out, but I've been doing it for about a month, I would say, in production, and yeah, it's been amazing. Like I don't even understand what puppet journalism is exactly, but I feel it goes hand in hand. Like
You get to make it up.
I got to make it up. It's
Hand
like also
in
like,
hand.
how do I interpret hand in hand? Yeah.
Puppeteer jokes.
So, yeah, like interpreting the news through puppets and finding ways to make it slapsticky or kind of like more absurd, more wild, and
Yeah.
You know what is a job advice for you? Just pretend you know everything because nobody else is gonna know.
Yeah.
How you
Okay,
do this.
exactly.
So just pretend you just go, yep, I know how to do that.
All right,
Always
yeah,
say
yeah,
yes and then just figure it out later.
of course, yeah, that's how it's been. It's been sink or swim, like kind of writing the rule book as I go. So, I love that type of environment. Yeah.
Stab Stalker says, and now Animal with the stock report to the moon. So how did you even find that gig? Like what led you there?
Just months of being unemployed, miserable, sad.
Oh,
And then like a light at the end of the tunnel. I basically, I'll be completely honest. I watched a film called Park Row by a guy named Sam Fuller, and it's basically about late 19th century journalism in New York. And I was just like, wow, that's so intense. You have like copy boys running around, you have like angry reporters, you have like this really like intense competition going on between reporters on the street called Park Row. And I was like, wow, that'd be really neat to be a newspaper man. Like, I wonder if I should do a career change because I'm unemployed and I'm sad. Like, maybe I should just change. Also, it's like 2022. Did the new year just happen? Like, maybe I should just change careers. Like, why not? And so, even as I tried to change careers, I ended up being a puppeteer again. So that's kind of how that went. Just I did the job search, found that the LA Times was hiring a content creator. I have a film background, so I applied. promised myself not to bring up puppets in the interview because that wasn't really working for me in other interviews.
Like Target, like when you went to job at Target, you bring a puppet with you.
Wonder Shows and did do puppet journalism. So definitely a reference. Yeah, so good shout out.
So you didn't bring your puppets to the interview?
I did not bring my puppets for the interview, and I was really surprised that like they were like really asking a lot of questions about that. So I felt, oh wow, they're really interested in this. So it opened me up to talk about what I was passionate about, which is kind of being a bit more like subversive with puppets and being like emotionally honest and getting in trouble, being more dangerous. Like I feel like puppets can say things that you can't say.
No.
Yeah, like, they can.
That's
like,
a myth.
There are things that like there's like certain freedoms afforded to you
sure.
when you have a puppet on you, or a felted friend on you. You know, so I brought that up and they were interested in it, and now I get to explore it. So I feel really blessed.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see. I was watching. I watched. Which one's the video I remember watching last night? I was really tired, but I remember watching the one where you say where you're the is it a sheep puppet?
Oh yeah,
The sheep was singing karaoke with some lady.
yeah. His name is Judah. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
His name was what?
His name is Judah, and he was singing with my friend Betty.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a silly video, and it made me happy.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm after. I want to make people happy. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So they're gonna let you. So your mission in this job is to interpret the news with puppets.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, it's kind of like I'm still figuring it out exactly, but my idea is how can I take the news and make it accessible for people who are not, on the daily interacting with the news. Like, and that includes myself. Like, how do I make the news accessible to myself? How are the ways that I can make this funny for me, or like make this visually interesting, or and puppetry is already a very tactile art. So finding ways to take text and turning it into something visual and felt it. So
That's so cool.
yeah.
So you said you're a filmmaker that became a puppeteer. So what got you into filmmaking?
I mean, just standard like middle schooler making movies with his friends, and
Nice.
Ended up just knew I wanted to do it. Went to school for it. The basic thing. I mean, I was lucky in high school. I had a lot of friends who were making films as well, and I had like a lot of mentors who were like teachers who let me use equipment. I actually made a documentary about my journalism class in high school.
About your journalism class?
Yeah.
You did journalism about your journalism class?
Yes, I did. Yeah, which I've been thinking a lot about these days because I'm back in that environment now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
What did you film it on?
I shot it on like a Canon T3i or whatever, like some camera that my teacher gave me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I spent the last month of journalism, my senior year of high school, just filming my journalism class every moment because it was a really like very controversial class. Like we literally were split down the middle. Students would like every week there would be someone crying,
Oh
or
my
someone
God.
like someone erupting in anger. Like, articles were being written that should not have been written. Things were being published shouldn't have been published. Like,
Jeez.
and our teacher, bless him, literally the greatest teacher I've ever had in my life. He it was his first year, and he was inheriting this journalism class, and he just because he was new there and he was figuring it out. There was the reins were really loosened, so students had a lot of freedom, and I was like, oh man, this is just pure drama. I want to document every moment of this. So I literally spent a month filming, didn't write anything, didn't produce anything. But at the end, I had like this 20-minute documentary that for me like encapsulated that chaotic moment. and I now I haven't watched it yet since being there, but I'm just realizing like, wow, that was that. And I'm essentially back in an environment like that now, and I'm like,
Revisited it.
I want to revisit it and like It's a project close to my heart, so
That's so cool.
yes.
I just imagine it being like The Office, but a high school journalism
Yes,
class.
exactly that. Exactly that. Yeah.
Just a lot of yelling and anger. Hungry boy. Oh yes, we're. I can honestly say I'm very hungry. Are you hungry?
I'm hungry.
Are you hungry?
I am hungry. Yeah.
You hungry?
I forget to eat.
You forget to eat.
Breakfast spot across the
Well, now
street.
we've established that, we'll do nothing to solve it.
Great, nothing at all.
Feed me. I said feed me.
Oh, feed you. Okay.
Okay.
No.
Okay, done.
What else am I going to feed you with? By the way, I forgot to mention this, chat. If you have any questions for Safi, please let us know. We're happy to answer them. It doesn't have to be just us asking questions. So you grew up in San Jose, you said?
Yes, I am. I just got off a bus from San Jose.
How long is that bus ride?
It was like 6 hours.
Holy
Took it
hell.
overnight, so I literally came here and
Oh, it's an you did an overnight? Oh my
yeah.
God. I mean, good for you, man. I'm surprised you're awake.
I slept in every position you can imagine.
I just imagine you upside down, feet
Yeah, I
up.
was on the driver's lap.
Stood upside down.
This is the most comfortable position.
It must be a party bus. Sorry. I'm really slappy today.
Slappy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Punchy?
Eh,
The fuck is slappy?
It's a little bit more silly than punchy.
Is it?
Should be.
All right.
Listen. That sounded a lot like him. That was really good.
I've been working on it.
Oh, as one of 3 people on the panel with facial hair, what is your mustache routine, Safi?
Who else has facial?
Da, 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 da,
Well,
da.
I mean, technically, his whole face
You're
is
all
face,
facial
yeah.
hair. You have facial hair on your arms.
facial hair on your arms.
Not everywhere.
All right.
Down here.
So, what's your
Back
mustache
there.
routine?
Mustache routine. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you.
Aw.
Yeah, that's very nice. A mustache routine: wake up, shave. I'm just kidding. Basically, I would say like I was just awakened to the idea that I could shape my mustache. That was like a revolutionary idea for me. 'Cause I was like, oh, like I don't have to just have a mustache. I could like make it a triangle. I could make it more square. Like you play around with it. So I guess what I do is just I try to shape a triangle. That's my
And the weird thing is, the first time I met Safi, he didn't have a mustache, and then all of a sudden he had a mustache. He had no mustache. Then he wore his mask for a couple days, and he took his mask off, and he had a mustache. Like he grew it like overnight.
So where can I buy this magical mask?
It's because I became a man at puppet school.
Oh, yeah.
That's
right.
So.
Henson, we separate the men from
The men,
fuzzy men.
yeah, but yeah,
I like it.
yeah. Well, anyway, that's
How did you get into puppetry stuff?
Oh, good question. So actually, yeah. So on a film I was working on my senior thesis in film school, I needed puppets. I didn't have a budget to hire a puppeteer or to build a puppet, so I had to teach myself how to make puppets with the help of Adam Krutinger.
Krutinger. Yeah.
He,
He's been on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's an honor. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, his videos really got me started out, and that was in 2018. I went to see Jim. I don't know if you remember this. There was a Jim Henson exhibition at the Screwball.
Yeah.
That was great. We went to see it,
That was like a eye-opening moment for me because I just saw there's like a video. They actually just saw this exhibition again last weekend because it's in Berkeley.
Oh,
No,
nice.
it's in San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
Okay, back to that in a sec. But basically, there's this video that they have of like the puppeteering mops and just laughing. And do you remember this? Have you seen
Yeah,
this?
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, they're like running on camera, off camera, and they're just like puppeteering mops. You see the mops being puppeteered, and then it cuts to a wide of the puppeteers doing it, and you just see a bunch of grown people just like playing with like mops and just laughing. And I'm like, that's what they do for a living. And I just thought like that's an option. Like you could have that much fun doing something. Like I want to do that.
Wait, how long ago was that?
That was in 2018. That was-
You just decided in 2018 you were going to be doing this, and
yeah.
now you have a full-time job doing it.
Yes, I'm.
God. Children these days, skipping all the steps. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There were periods I fell
jealous.
off. There were periods of me falling off or thinking I don't want to.
How
do
was
this.
there
I don't
enough
wanna do
time
this.
for you to even fall off?
I mean, pandemic. I mean, come on. Like, there's
okay,
a lot of
sure,
things
sure.
happened. I went back home, lived with
pandemic
my
was infinite
parents, questioning myself, questioning what I wanted to do. Like, but anyways, it almost came back. Like, even like at moments when I was like, I definitely don't want to do this anymore. The Henson workshop came up. Definitely don't want to do this anymore. This job came up. So it's like, I'm starting to think maybe I should just do it.
Wait, you've also been trying to run away from it at the same time?
Oh no, Henson, please. No, please, no, stop.
Okay, it's not.
Don't make him feel guilty about his success.
I
I'm
don't.
away from it. It's not. It's just so on and off. It's like some days
Yeah.
there's someone that wants a puppet made, or they want to hire you on for a shoot, and then some days there's just nothing. So it's like I'm thinking maybe I should explore other things,
Yeah.
and then so
That's fair.
That's most of it.
Savage Soccer says you skipped the starving artist phase. Well, no, you talked about being unemployed for like 7 months. So,
COVID doesn't count.
Okay.
Everyone is unemployed.
what was the end of COVID? So,
End of COVID.
yeah.
I would say I'm not in my starving artist phase, and I don't think it's a healthy archetype to put up. But I would say that I am like more than ever before, like neglecting myself. For the sake of what I'm doing. So if that means I mean myself,
It's part of being a healthy artist.
That's already
but I'm actually learning how to. I'm learning how to not neglect myself, which we can talk about later.
Awesome.
It's really important. I'm learning how to like take better care of myself. So
Yeah,
that's
I'd love to
definitely-
talk about
That's
that.
definitely I feel like a lifelong maybe thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
we all need
that's
a
a
little bit of-
lifelong learning.
yeah. So
Yeah. So you, do you have a question? Rolled well on your persuasion check, you bard. Oh, because you rolled well on your persuasion check
cool,
to get
cool.
have you played D&D?
yes, I have.
Oh, great.
Like twice. Yeah.
Excellent.
Not very often, but I enjoy that game.
Oh, good.
And more importantly, Ace Sharpshooter says, granted, everyone on the panel is extremely handsome.
Oh,
Thank you.
stop it.
Don't
Thank
you dare stop.
Checks in the mail.
Mostly me.
So you started puppeteering in 2018. How did you learn with Adam Crudenger's videos? You
Yeah,
said.
yes, and then I just watched other YouTube videos like, oh, this is how you walk a puppet on screen. This is how you synchronize your puppet. So I just basically just like
Oh,
taught
that's so cool.
just on YouTube.
That's so. I love that you taught yourself with videos and like you didn't take classes or anything like that, and now you have a job where you get to do that.
Yeah. Although I will say that it wasn't whatever I taught myself, I quickly learned like when I met like other puppeteers, I'm like, oh no, there's so much more. Like
Yeah.
to learn. Like it was really limited. Just
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, with something like that, with something so unique of something, a unique of a skill, it's so hard to like know, just like find out, like stumble upon all the secrets that you need. Like I've only puppeteered minimally, and I already know that I'm doing things wrong, and that it'll take me a long time to get it right. And I haven't practiced puppet. Have I practiced in a while? No. Ow! Ow. Listen, I'm trying. I don't have a lot of time.
No, clearly you're not. You just said you weren't.
You
You
just
literally
admitted
said, no, I'm not.
I did pull it out when I moved it in the beginning of the month, though, and I started using it for a little bit. Wait, Dino isn't a felted friend? Or am I?
All right. Good morning. Hey, Bingle.
Anyways.
Welcome.
So,
Yeah.
you mentioned taking care of yourself. What are your goals? Like, what are you trying to do to help take care of yourself better?
I think one thing is like to go outside more.
Yeah.
To kind of like to
The sun.
Touch some grass.
maybe like
Pet some grasses.
Touch some grass, as the
touch
kids
some
say.
grass.
Go
touch
outside and touch
grass,
some grass.
definitely like go see people. I mean, I'm saying this being just at the beginning of my self-care journey. Like I'm figuring out what I need to do more. Like I think know when to walk away from work, know when to like I used to go on hikes. I don't do that anymore. I used to smile.
I used to smile and be happy.
Like I think just maybe like being more present and not being so occupied in work, because I think definitely like social media, other people who make content, I mean, sometimes it's really easy to get lost in the sauce and thinking like, what's the next thing I need to do, or how can I get more people to engage, or this or that, and like I'm just starting out, so I'm trying to develop habits that are not going to destroy me down the road. So
I like
that's
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I used to go hiking all the time too, and it wasn't the pandemic that stopped it. Just I just got lazy.
I think about something we all went hiking at some point and then it stopped.
Yeah. We should go for a studio hike.
Let's do it.
Oh, I would happily hike with all of you.
Hell yeah, let's
yeah.
do it. We'll go to
go.
Griffith Park up there.
Yeah.
I'll go hike to this.
I'd love that.
On my good days, on my height of my hiking thing, I used to do like weekly 15-mile hikes, and it was the best thing ever.
How about we don't start it in the heat of summer, though? How about we
Oh
start
yeah,
it
no.
reasonable?
We'll do it.
Yeah, this is how hiking never happens, because you're like, let's just wait till it gets a little cooler, and then by the time it gets cooler, you forget about it, and then till it gets hot again, and then you go. It's this big cycle of it never happening.
Very true. So, yeah.
People only
Early
remember
morning, then pre-sun. I'll go for
pre-sun. Let's do it.
Pre-sun.
Ace Sharpshooter asks if I make my own puppets. I do make my own puppets. Yes, a lot of them are unfinished. Like there are a lot of like puppets that are just like half made, and then I'm on to the next thing. And so, but I've made I've made my
What is the biggest lesson that you had to learn for yourself about making puppets? Like, what was the biggest thing that was hardest to learn?
I would say, okay, I actually thought of something, but it wasn't the hardest thing to learn.
Well, that's okay. What's the first thing you
So
thought?
the first thing I thought of, the light bulb moment for me making puppets was taught to me by a man named Kevin Belts at Bob Baker Marionette Theater.
Oh, wow.
Which he taught me basically anything you want to build, there's a way to build it. Like that idea just alone like revolutionized the way I was doing anything, because I just thought like maybe it's not gonna be the best way to build it, but it'll be a way to build it. Like, and just having the mindset that like you can literally build anything. There's a way to do anything. Like, and he introduced me to that mindset because he literally was just like, busting out these builds for the theater. And so yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Like there is a way to do it. It may not be the best, but there is a way to do
yeah,
it.
it'll be a camera ready way to do it.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes like the most important, only important thing.
Sure, yeah. I want to in real life stream of the Felted Friends on a hike and camp out. That'd be fun for content.
I don't camp.
You don't camp?
No, I said I want to camp.
I
love
want to
camping.
camp.
Love camping.
Oh, I'm down. I'm down for a studio hike and camp out.
So tell us about your time with Bob Baker.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know you worked
Yeah. So that was all right. I'll start. So basically, finished film school, got into children's programming, quit my job doing children's programming, so I could just spend all my time at the theater. Before that, I was basically working 2 jobs. I was working my job, and then after my job, I'd go to Bob Baker and just volunteer because I was like trying to get into the puppet community, the world. Back then, I was like, I just want to perform in the shows. Like all I want is to wear the reds and perform. I'll do anything it takes. I literally wiped myself out just like volunteering.
Jeez.
And it was just a dream because it was so fun. Like after the shows, getting to improvise with the marionettes, with kids, with adults, throwing jokes at the kids and then having the adults laugh and the kids like not get it or vice versa. Like just a really fun environment to be around, and the community too. Like is such a gift, and it's still a gift. So I think all puppeteers, like Bob Baker Marionette Theater, is like puppet capital.
Yeah.
And it's in
Can
LA,
you-
so it's like-
for the people who don't know the Bob Baker Marionette Theater, can you tell us about it? Like, what is it? And
So it's one of the oldest marionette theaters in the country. It was founded by Bob Baker in the 60s, and they still perform like historic Bob Baker productions from the 60s, as well as like now they're like workshopping newer shows. Right now they have Something to Crow About, which is like Bob Baker's masterpiece that's in production right now, so you can go watch that. Yeah, and it's basically a form of puppetry where the puppeteers go out with the puppets, and they, it's like marionettes, but where you see the puppeteer, they're not being hidden by a bridge. So very interactive and a great environment.
And it is also the central hub of the LA Guild of Puppetry
Yep,
as
it's
well.
true.
So they have all their
Yeah.
meetings there.
And that's where I met many of those folks. And so
and you get to wear the cool red jumpsuit.
oh, I still have the reds. Like they're literally hanging in my room. Like I just
Nice.
And I would still love, shout out anyone watching for Bob Baker. I would still love to perform in those shows. So it's a great.
Mr. Taco
bring it back.
asks, Safi, what's your biggest influence in puppetry?
Who is my biggest?
Yeah, what or who?
Okay. Okay, I will say, like, people I know. Okay, so my biggest influence in puppetry, I would say, is a person that I met, who I'll remain unnamed, but it was a puppeteer at Bob Baker who had a comedy style that I like was very inspired by.
Yeah,
And so like when I first got in, like I was watching them kind of work the audience and just seeing like the type of things he could get away with the puppet, and I was like, whatever he's doing, like I would love to figure that out and learn how to do that. So that I would say that is like personally was my biggest influence. And film wise, I'd say Meet the Feebles.
Yes,
Oh,
Peter
right.
Jackson.
Peter Jackson's Masters of the Feebles.
So good.
Oh man. Safi, what's your favorite joke that you throw out that only adults get? Interesting question.
I can't think of any right now. I mean, I can try.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Yeah.
When you say "tell us a joke," that's always the
my God.
hardest.
Yeah.
Every comedian's nightmare.
I would say I was really into Dolly Parton I was really into country music when I was at Bob Baker. So I would sometimes just like be talking to a kid and then all of a sudden just start like singing a Dolly Parton song. Like in my Tennessee mountain home, like with the puppet, and just belch and just like go into it. And like the kid would just be like, what is going on? Or they'd be laughing because of the commitment. But then the parent would be like, this puppet is singing Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. Did you ever watch any shows that had puppets in them? If so, which?
Honestly, no. And I will admit, I had never seen The Muppet Show.
Wow.
And you get a job, okay.
I'm sorry.
Taxi!
I'll admit this. I'll admit this. I was literally, when we were doing the Henson workshop, your colleague and I, I essentially just completely pretended to know what I was talking about when it came to the Muppets because I did not grow up on the Muppets. So, and I've tried many times to get into the Muppets, and I'd say the Muppet movie. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not making.
No, is it Ace Sharpshooter's
End of interview,
interview?
yeah. But I will say,
Kill it.
but I will say, like, yeah, Muppet movie, and like now after the fact, engaging with the Muppet Show, seeing the scale and the quality of the work, and like learning more about the production, like the way they were making that show was anarchy, from what I've heard. Like just people just upstaging each other and just being encouraged to just break the rules and do whatever they wanted. The puppet. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like it's like. It's one of those things like you can't control when you discover that you're passionate about something. Like I when I started playing D&D, it was 2019, and now I work with a studio that streams D&D. Like it just came. But if you're like, oh, you just got into D&D? I've been playing D&D forever, and I'm not on a stream. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I had friends that did it. I don't know what to tell you.
Gatekeepers suck. Bottom line, we're joking, but we're excited for you.
I didn't start playing D&D till they made me do it here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yep.
What? Are you just rocking back and forth?
I was rocking back over.
Oh yeah.
But we have to admit,
traumatic
Muppet
learning.
movie soundtrack, one of the greatest soundtracks of all time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Oh, Williams.
without a doubt, like age, like timeless.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There was half a question that's from Screaming Dragon. There was another question earlier.
If you could.
Ace Sharpshooter said, I made a mini cucumber and chunk a while ago with needle felting. Do you mind if I made a Dino one? I'd love to make everyone in the studio if that's okay.
Yeah.
with everyone. I mean, heck yeah.
Post pictures on the Discord.
Do it.
Please,
Do
yeah,
it.
show us your minis.
You know who's a great needle felter and who we should have on the show? We need to get Baum on here, like yesterday.
Oh my God, yeah.
We love him. Them, sorry.
Are you with them at all today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
Are you there
probably.
I'll send them a message. Anyways, it's never good talking about other guests with our current guests.
It's cool.
I do it all the time.
I
It's
like
fine.
needle felting. It was topical.
Goodbye. Here we go. Question: which puppeteer would you
Would you meet to work with?
want to work with? I should say.
Puppeteer.
Like a
I
famous
would
puppeteer?
love to work with a puppeteer named Art Vega. I'll be honored to. I'll be honored to.
What a dick.
I work with him time to time. He's like,
I would love to work with any of the puppeteers that I've already met. Like I don't know many of the other people who are doing this that are like maybe up there. Puppeteers that I've met, they're so friendly, they're so sweet and nice, and like so
That's awesome.
Yeah.
your friends.
My friends. I would love to work with my friends.
Work more with your friends. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a great message. I want to work more with my friends.
I wish I worked with my friends.
Please put pics on Discord.
Like, what the fuck are you trying to say?
Oh God, what was I going to say?
You're all friends.
Nah.
You work together.
Yes.
That's what I thought until 3
Do you
seconds.
enjoy
We're
working
all
together?
friends.
You're not all friends.
I missed your shoulder.
You did, like by a lot.
What do you think of Cucumber? You enjoy working with Cucumber?
He's okay. He likes to upstage a little bit sometimes, though.
Do I? It's a chunk.
No, we're all friends. That's what it says in our contracts.
How long have you all been doing the show together?
This show?
4-ish years? Oh, this show is
middle pandemic.
fresh-ish. Yeah.
Stuff together.
5 or 6
4 or
years
5
now?
years.
4 years.
Oh, man.
2017. Our channel started in the spring of 2017.
So 5 years.
Before you started having an interest.
Jesus.
So I'd love to hear the story if you like to share it with me.
Where did you start?
Who?
You.
What?
Oh,
Start
well,
what?
they were like, hey, let's get together and play D&D. And
Yeah.
then we would never get together because everybody had different schedules. And then we're like, let's make a show out of it. For some reason, that made us show up. And then we just
Because
started doing it.
attention is addicting.
That just happened.
Yeah, that's amazing. This is the 97th episode of Chat Time. If you're interested,
Is it really?
Wow, we're almost at 100.
What?
We gotta plan something big for 100.
Diddly what?
We don't keep track of this stuff.
We don't.
Holy shit, we should. Somebody does. Thank you,
Wow.
Extra. I appreciate you.
What should we do for the 100th?
Oh fuck yeah, guys, let us know what we should do for the 100th. Put it in the chat or put it in the Discord. Let us know what if you have ideas.
Do like speed dating, get every past guest in here.
Just as many as possible. Do like an hour and a half, 2 hour episode of just everybody just keeps coming back. Shave me? No, you got to pay for that one. Speaking of needle felting, I finally finished Cucumber's robe, and I'm currently now working on Cucumber's journalism hat.
Cool.
Ooh. That's right. You're gonna be a field reporter now.
Hell
Quality
yeah.
Sharpshooter.
There you go.
Hot tub episode 100.
I'd come on that.
I don't know if I want to see Chunk in a hot tub. Just the hair, just like
Yeah, I'm not cute when I'm wet.
He'll look like his family crest. The dripping
right.
furry thing.
A 24-hour stream? Oh, Jesus. With this shit?
It's
With
like
my
Mr.
face?
Mr. Beast level.
Mr. Beast, that's right.
yeah.
So speaking of which, Mr. Beast burgers are sold out of the Pirate's Dinner Adventure kitchen.
I don't know anything.
Go step back. What?
Mr. Beast is a YouTuber
Yeah.
who gives out money to people or something
Yeah.
like that. Right?
Yeah.
And he makes, there's these burgers that are branded for him. They're called Mr. Beast burgers.
Yeah.
And there's money in them. There's coins in them.
Yeah, right. If only. But there might as well be because it's fucking like $20 for a goddamn burger. And it's not worth it.
Wait.
It's okay, but not worth $20.
And they have them at Pirates Dinner Adventure?
They sell them literally out of the kitchen, the same kitchen.
Huh.
They to like you can only get them on DoorDash.
What? That's so weird.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the way for Pirates to make extra money?
I guess so.
I don't know how much those patties are. I want to know what their profit margin.
To be
is for
fair,
these
the only one I
burgers.
had was an impossible one because the person who was eating it didn't eat meat. So maybe the regular burgers are even better. But even then, like he bought burger and fries, and it was like $30 on DoorDash.
Do people know what that kitchen looks like?
Don't fire me, please.
They're not watching.
They're not watching. They're in Florida or Spain or something. Anyways, if anyone interested in finding out about old episode, definitely check out. We have a wiki?
Huh.
I'm glad we all found that out for the first time right now.
I knew. I just forgot.
Oh, okay. I did not know
We,
we had a
we
wiki.
do not maintain
No,
it. You wonderful folks have done that.
Thank
for
you,
us.
thank you, thank
Our
you.
amazing chat people,
Yeah.
our friends, they're the ones that keep that.
Okay.
We don't have the time or the attention span.
No, we don't. Speaking about attention span, I think it's a great time.
Yeah,
bring out
it is a
our-
great time.
I'll bring it.
I'm feeling great.
9:48, great
Wow,
time.
time really just.
It just went by, right? I told you it was gonna be cool. And please give Cucumber new
See,
segments that happen.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
But it's time to bring out our resident expert of all things, Dr. Know-It-All.
Doodly doodly doo.
Dr. Know-It-All is our resident, multi-headed expert of all things, who is here to answer your questions today. Today, his heads look like Cucumber. Or sorry,
No, you don't want to do that. There you go.
Chunk, Safi. Fuck it, I'll do it too. Me and Cucumber. And then Ryan's gonna moderate. Dr. Know-It-All will answer your questions one head at a time, one word at a time, until an answer is given.
Cool.
Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. We will include some of the question in the answer, and then we will bow to signify that we are done.
No, we won't.
No, we won't.
No, we won't. Somebody will bow, and then the rest of us will follow.
Right.
For those of you that don't realize, Safi just found out we were playing this game. I
Just
love
now,
doing
right
this
now.
to
Drop
guests.
those questions.
Drop those questions in the chat. Whatever you want to know, let Dr. Know-It-All answer your questions.
Because we know it all.
We know it all.
Yeah.
Ah,
there we go.
Next trick. Dr. Know-It-All. What's the most effective form of contraception?
The
Best
Form
Of
contraception.
is
bears
with
Large.
peanut.
allergies.
All right.
No explanation.
All right.
Bears with large peanut allergies.
Okay.
Did we say we bow when we're done? Did we say that out loud?
Oh, we
Yes,
bow.
we did.
We bow, yeah.
We-
That's what we did.
Bow
That's
your
how
head,
you know
so-
we're done.
That's how you know we're done talking. So if somebody starts bowing, that means they're done.
Yes.
All right.
Savage Talker. Dr. Know-It-All. What is a way to stay cool in this heat wave that not everybody knows?
Good question.
2
Stay.
Cool.
you,
should
Try.
Covering
yourself,
with
Toast.
and
butter,
with
Jam.
on
more.
toast.
He's done.
Oh, that really helped keep me cool. Yeah. Holy
But
shit.
I think it would keep you cool because jam's cool.
Yeah, that's right, Jam. It's
So it
cool.
probably would.
There's a bunch of extra layers between you and that heat.
Exactly.
And then you have a sandwich afterwards.
Exactly. Yum.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
Holy Sharb asks, is California really that sucky?
California
Isn't.
Sucky.
You fool.
Period.
All right.
Period.
Hey,
Done.
Super Token.
Hey, Super Token.
Hey, Super Token.
What's up?
Holy crap! I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah,
We were just
California
talking
doesn't
about
suck,
you.
except for the high rent,
Somebody brought up React.
the high gas prices, the overcrowding,
Yeah.
the drought.
Yeah.
Other
Which
than
I
that,
barely even heard
it's
about. Like,
great.
nobody talks about it.
What?
That we have a drought.
Yeah, because we don't care anymore.
Yeah,
we were always in a
there
drought.
hasn't been- I usually like in the past, like I've seen like, oh, we're in a drought. So conserve water. It's all over the internet and all over TV, but I haven't seen that at all.
No, now there's like punitive measures if you like water your lawn too much and shit. Like it's still aggressive. They're, like you said, they're just not.
But they don't
talking
talk about it.
Right.
No.
Right. They'll
Maybe
just
it's 'cause
come
they
for
want-
you in the
they want
night.
to- They want to give you.
It's because we know why we don't hear it because we can't afford homes. Our generation, so we just live in apartments, so we don't have to worry about like
That's-
lawn lawns and stuff.
We don't have to
Doesn't
worry
matter to
about it.
us.
All right.
Sweet.
So
Okay, next one.
we got Mizutaku. Dr. Noto, if you could be any tree, what would it be? And why is it pine?
If
I
Was
A
tree
wouldn't
B
pine
because
pine
is
the
vulgarist,
meanest
bitchiest.
wettest
smelliest,
tree
Of
the
entire
forest
instead
you
should
be
A
large
pizza
because
pizza
is
tastier
then
trees
made
with
pine.
All right.
Nice. I think we just put out a video a few days ago. Oh, sweet. Yeah, somebody GTA mentioned React, and we're like, oh wait, we know Brian.
yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
Got one
Next
from Sharpshooter. Dr. Know-It-All, will you ever make a tour with everyone from Perception Studio?
Make a tour.
Tour.
A tour.
we
wood
Make.
A
tour
because
We
are
pretty
stoked
about
you
and
we
love
to
bring
parties
to
your
face.
parties to your face. Big parties.
So speaking of, come see us at Gen Con. Buy your ticket for our show Perception Check live at Gen Con. Thursday night. Yeah.
August something or other.
August Thursday night at Gen Con.
Thursday night at Gen Con.
Yeah.
August something.
Where is Gen Con again?
Indianapolis.
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 I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, I mean, most,
okay.
no, not even most of us. 3 of us.
That's okay. I know it's expensive to go to Indianapolis. I'm not going to expect that.
You know what the heck? Did the planes not fly there for some reason? All the flights are like 30 hours. There's barely any nonstop flights.
What?
It's like in the middle of nowhere for some reason, and the planes don't fly there. It's like only American and like another, like Spirit, all the crappy airlines fly there.
To Indiana?
Indianapolis.
So what are you doing there? What's the con for?
It's a big gaming, like tabletop gaming and puppetry.
Okay.
And we're gonna be doing our D&D show.
Ace Sharpshooter said, if you ever want to come to the Caribbean, you have a personal tour. Where are you in the Caribbean?
Let's go.
Let's
But
do
also,
that.
yes.
Yeah,
There's cucumber puppets being made in the Caribbean.
I guess so.
Oh,
You got those mini needle felting.
the fuck? Are
That's
you
the same person.
okay. I was like, what? I got lost.
Wow.
I was reading Savage's comment at the time. If we get a game GM'd by Chris Perkins with the Felted Friends, I would be happy too. I love Chris Perkins.
Anybody
I think he's-
Didn't we talk
Talk or
about
just-
it?
yeah, we got to meet him. He was like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
And then met the next person. He's very nice though.
He just didn't seem impressed
I
about us.
just don't think he understood what was happening.
Cucumber. I forgot to add me and ask. Where'd you get your name?
I was found on a doorstep, and the baker who took me inside decided to call me Cucumber.
The baker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he try to bake you into something?
Fuck you. No, he's like my dad, you weirdo.
Oh, sorry.
Trying to make you into the young man you are today.
Yeah.
Was he a good dad?
He let me rise, before What? Did what?
Was he a good dad?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
I had to
what
move
do you-
out though because of all the glutens.
All the what?
All the glutens.
All the glutens. Yeah, that makes sense. What about Brendan Lee Mulligan? Holy
He's
shit.
my hero. I love
If
him.
only.
Bring him to me. Put him in a bag. Bring him to the studio.
Who's Brandon Lee Mulligan?
Brendan Lee.
He's with Dimension 20, but he is a phenomenal improviser, comedian, and dungeon master. Like,
Also-
phenomenal.
Currently DMing for Critical Role right now.
Yes, right. He's
Yes,
currently
he
doing
is.
a limited run for
Oh, okay.
Critical Role.
I know his face.
He's so good.
Y'all should look up Characters Welcome in New York. It's a sketch show where they do like 5-minute sketches about basically a character study, and he did a lot of really good ones.
Yeah. Have you
They're
ever-
all fantastic, but
That game show, I only see clips of it on TikTok.
Game Changers.
Game Changers.
Game Changers
Yeah.
is so funny. I really want to subscribe to Dropout TV because of it.
Wait, is that the game show with the?
Yeah, the comedians, they like they'll
Oh,
sing
yeah,
music.
Matt was on it recently.
Was it?
Matt Acevedo.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
He was on Game Changers?
Yeah.
Matt!
What? Now I gotta get it.
Matt Acevedo!
Matt
Ah!
We love you. I saw a video of him bashing in a car window. I need to ask him.
Yeah, I want to find out.
Oh, yeah.
I think we have one more Dr. Know-It-All
We
question.
do. This is from Savage Stalker.
Shimmy Stinger.
What kind of bread? Goodness. What kind of bread would you say Cucumber was raised up to be?
Cucumber.
Was
Raised.
To
B.
the
Perfect.
loaf.
Of.
rye
However,
He
Is.
not
the
pumpernickelliest.
Piece.
of
rye
You've
Can.
slurp
because
slurping.
Does.
the
opposite
What.
you
should.
Do
With.
bread
So
slurp.
Away.
friends
I'm gonna end it on that. Slurp away, friends.
Cucumber brand bread. Slurp away, friends.
That's good.
It's just really bad gluten-free bread that just turns to mush immediately, so you have to
yeah.
drink it through a straw.
Drink your bread. Have you ever wanted to drink your bread?
Buy cucumber brand bread. It's made from real cucumbers.
The rye that'll make you cry.
Oh God. Well, thank you, Dr. Know-It-All, for all your questions. Gags immediately. You're welcome, Brian. Thank you for being here, Dr. Know-All, and thank you, Safi, for being here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. Hope you had fun.
I had a great time. This went by so quick. I would do this
Yeah.
for another 2-3 hours.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Well, we
We'll
got
have you
time.
back.
We.
Happy to have you back anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah. Come back anytime.
Come back and play D&D with
You
us.
know what?
too.
No, let us know you're coming back because we might not be here, so don't come back.
Okay.
It's true. Music Taco says so Guinness basically. It's gluten mush.
Does your audience know how cool this space is?
I mean, they've seen various parts of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is our space. This is our nerd wall, and the other side's the tavern, which you guys can see on our D&D shows if you're new to the show. There's a tavern on the other side, and we have a new bar that's over there as well that has real liquor in there.
Yeah.
Real
What did you say real like that?
because it's not a set. It's an actual bar.
It's like a set out of Lord of the Rings. Like, it really is.
That was goal. Yeah. So Holy Stripe says it's over already. Yeah, it's an hour show, but that's okay because you can join us any other time you want by looking at our past episodes or every week on Sunday mornings.
come back, yeah, every Sunday.
Mostly every week. We're still figuring things out. And then join us throughout the week if you like D&D. We have shows on Tuesdays and Wednesdays with humans and puppets, fellow friends alike, and then join us. We have Monday show now, Welcome Party, right?
Yep.
Welcome Party, where they talk about pop culture stuff, an intro to pop culture stuff. They'll let you know what you need to know to be hip with the cool kids.
What's Monday's episode about?
I have no idea. Do we know?
Great.
I can find out.
I did know.
Anyways, thank you for joining us today. Maybe somebody else should find out.
I forget.
That's fine. Join us on Welcome Party for something, and you'll find out more if you follow our Discord at discord.rollforhotness.com.
And then Tuesdays.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Discord.roll. There, it's in the chat.
And Tuesdays come back for Solom's Legacy, and Wednesdays for Perception Check, where you can watch us play D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if anything you saw here today was worth at least $1.
Please consider joining our
And if anything you saw here today...
Our Patreon! Tier starting as low as $1, but you could be, you could be a Patreon producer like I'm Jason O'Down. Or you could be an associate producer. I'm gonna slow down like Indies Keep, Jesse Glaspie, Liam Huddlemeyer, Logan Gilbert, Mark Michi 909. You can also be a special Felted Family and Friends. And just so you know, the pins are in the mail, kids.
No! The pins are not in the mail.
They're here?
The pins are here. We have to pick them up. But yeah, they're here.
The pens are here. They're in our P.O. box, so that means they'll be coming out to you very soon. And hopefully you all got your interim gift. Indies Keep, check your Discord. Send me a message, because we need your address. Thanks. I mean, you might have already replied. I have not checked this morning, but...
You're yelling at them. You don't even know.
Also, I totally forgot. Safi.
Yes.
Where can people find you? Where can people
Find you.
So you can find me on Instagram, just my name, Safi Nazzal, but also my puppet show. You can find us at latimes.404 on Instagram or at LA Times on TikTok. So Wednesdays and Fridays are when I have new content out. So
Yeah.
I'd love to
Alright.
see you there.
Check it out.
Follow it, support it. It's great.
Yeah. Watch it so he can keep his job.
Yes,
Yes.
please. Oh yeah, please. I need those numbers or else I'm out.
Like and share. And comment.
Ace asks, do you have a merch store? I feel like I should know that. We are slowly rebuilding our merch, but there are some items available on our website, perceptionstudio.tv.
Yeah.
Unless you were asking for Safi, in which case, do you have a merch
Oh,
store?
I do not have a merch store.
Get a merch store.
You should
But
start-
my Venmo is also my Instagram. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Give 'em money. Give 'em
in
money.
case you need to know.
Yeah.
Anyways, friends, thank you for joining us today. Please join us next week if you can. And yeah, follow the socials. We'll see you next time.
We got to start writing things down for you, you know?
Yeah, listen. I like it this way. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you later. Not yet.
Oh, are we rating? We forgot about that.